Ever feel like your thumbs just can't keep up with your thoughts? You're trying to Google something, text a friend, or write an email, and your brain is already 10 steps ahead. What if you could skip the middleman? What if you could connect your brain, your very consciousness, directly to the internet? It sounds like something straight out of a sci-fi movie, right? Well, let's unplug from reality for a moment and explore what that world might actually look like. Imagine waking up. Before your eyes even open, you've already checked your emails, scanned the morning news headlines from around the globe, and know the exact weather forecast, not just for your city, but for your specific street. You don't learn a new language. You simply download the Fluency package for Japanese, Spanish, or Klingon. Want to master calculus or learn how to cook a perfect beef Wellington? Just access the information directly, like downloading a file. This isn't just about speed. It's about a complete redefinition of knowledge and skill. The educational system as we know it would become obsolete overnight. Why spend years memorizing facts and formulas when all of human knowledge is instantly accessible? Schools would likely transform into places that teach critical thinking, ethics, creativity, and emotional intelligence, the uniquely human skills that can't be downloaded. Your career could change in an instant. A factory worker could download the knowledge of a brain surgeon. An artist could instantly understand the complex physics of light. It would be the ultimate democratization of information, breaking down barriers of access and opportunity. On a social level, communication would be transformed. You could share thoughts, emotions, and memories directly with loved ones. Imagine conveying the feeling of watching a beautiful sunset, not with words, but with the actual sensation. It would be a level of empathy and connection we can barely comprehend. You could collaborate on complex projects in a shared mental space, building and creating with the combined brainpower of a team, all in perfect sync. It's like having a hive mind, but for creativity and problem-solving. But let's be real. This utopian vision has a dark side. A very, very dark side. Where do you end and the internet begin? Your deepest thoughts, your most private memories, your unspoken fears, would they still be yours? The potential for hacking is terrifying. We worry about our bank accounts getting hacked now. Imagine someone hacking your brain. They could alter your memories, influence your decisions, or even control your actions. Brainjacking would be the ultimate crime. And what about advertisements? Pop-up ads are annoying on a screen, but what about a pop-up ad for a soda injected directly into your consciousness while you're trying to have a heartfelt conversation? Companies could track your every thought to sell you things more effectively. Your desires, your impulses, all monetized. The phrase thought police would take on a terrifyingly literal meaning. Governments or corporations could monitor and suppress dissenting thoughts before they're even spoken. This brings us to the digital divide. If this technology is expensive, we'd see a new form of class division, the connected versus the unconnected. One group would be super-intelligent, hyper-efficient beings with instant access to all knowledge. The other would be left behind, essentially a different species of human. The gap between the haves and have-nots would become a chasm so wide it might never be bridged. How could a normal human ever hope to compete in a world where others are thinking at the speed of light? And perhaps the most profound question is about our own humanity, our struggles, our flaws, our journey of learning and discovery. Aren't these the things that make us who we are? The satisfaction of finally mastering a difficult skill, the joy of learning something new, the effort we put into building relationships, would all of that be lost? If everything is instant and effortless, what gives life meaning? We might become incredibly intelligent, but we could also become incredibly empty, losing the very essence of the human experience in a flood of digital information. So, while the idea of a brain-internet connection is fascinating, it opens a Pandora's box of ethical and philosophical dilemmas. The potential for progress is immense, but the risks to our privacy, our society, and our very identity are equally staggering. It forces us to ask what we truly value. efficiency and knowledge, or the beautiful, messy, and imperfect journey of being human. It's a future that's both exhilarating and deeply unsettling to consider. What do you think? Is this a future we should be racing towards, or one we should be cautious of? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I read every single one. Thanks for exploring this crazy idea with me today. If you enjoyed this journey into the what-ifs, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the future. See you in the next one.